A former school police officer has pleaded guilty to an inappropriate relationship with a teenager. However, he will not be facing any jail time, even though this teenager was found to have performed oral sex on him on campus. Now, the officer in question is Jacob Ryan Delgadillo. He is 30 years old and was charged with 2 felony counts of indecency with a child, accused of having the girl perform oral sex on him and fondling her at Cullen Middle School on November 18th of 2015. Based on the sentencing by the judge after he pleaded guilty, it was a plea deal, he will spend 5 years on probation after pleading guilty Wednesday to having an improper relationship with a student. He's also facing he was facing a possible punishment of 20 years in prison, but he agreed to spend 5 years on deferred adjudication, a form of probation that means he will not have a conviction on his record if he successfully completes the probation. He also will not have to register as a sex offender. I do want to note that this took place in Texas, and I don't know, I would make the argument that if a 30-year-old male from a different demographic had sexual relations with a 14-year-old girl, maybe the sentencing would be a little different. I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
It wouldn't.
But no jail. Look,
it isn't. Marlboro High School in Los Angeles has this exact same thing, recidivist, years and years over and over again, and the schools protect this guy. Like, that happens.
It's crazy.
It's messed up, and I think in these situations, and they say that the family of the girl is supportive of this plea deal and they're okay with it. But I think, since you never know how this is going to affect the victim in the long run, I think in these special situations, and this is just a thought experiment, maybe she should reserve the right to years later go back and say, you know what, you really did screw me up and I didn't understand the full ramifications of it until I was 30. And so now, and up until then, they should know that it's possible this girl's gonna come back and give this guy and the full punishment that he should have faced when it first started, just to give that guy the feel that there's someone out there that has the kind of power over him that these sick bastards wield over unsuspecting, vulnerable young students, whether it's a male preying on a female or a female preying on a 14-year-old male.
Yeah, when the girl was testifying in court, she talked about how he had invited her to, I don't know if it was his office, but somewhere on campus to meet with him. This is before any relations had begun. And that he started by putting his hand on her leg and then, moving his hand up her outfit. And look, there is obviously a clear, legal violation there considering their age. But you also have to keep in mind that there is an imbalance of power there. You have a school police officer making moves on a 14-year-old girl. By the way, during the fall of 2015, Delgadillo apparently raised suspicion when a teacher saw him looking for the girl through a classroom window and blowing kisses at her.
Oh my God.
This is so heart-wrenching to hear about. And I think what you pointed out, Brett, is what's really important to the story is that this is a 14-year-old girl. I think she's 16 now.
She's 16 now.
Yeah, she's 16 now. She's still really young.
She's been through 2 years of this process.
Yeah.
Is just now getting prosecuted.
Yeah, and I think to say that he preyed on a vulnerable, impressionable youth is, I'm trying to think of stronger words. I mean, I don't know if she if you can fully understand what's going on when you're in that situation, when you are 14, when you are 16. My heart just breaks about this whole thing. It's so gross, and it doesn't feel like justice is being served.
Right. I just want some consistency in our justice system, and unfortunately, we cover stories of injustice and a lack of consistency over and over again. Think about it. There are people in this country right now who have been placed on a sex offender registry because they urinated in public. And here we have a cop who took advantage and violated a 14-year-old student, and he's not gonna have a conviction on his record as long as he completes probation. He's not gonna have a conviction, and he's not gonna be listed as a sex offender. Yeah. It's just super interesting.
Take 5 years off if you do it. Don't do it for 5 years, go back at it. Wow.
Young Turks now has over 6 billion lifetime views. You know who did that? You did that. We're now larger than CNN, ABC, you name a news network online, we're larger than them. And you built all that as everyone scoffed and didn't believe. And here we are, guys, thanks to you. Build independent media together with us at tytnetwork.com/join.
No jail time for school cop who received oral sex from 14-year-old student. August 7, 2017. After admitting he had an improper relationship with a 14-year-old student at Cullen Middle School, a Houston Independent School District police officer will not be spending any time in jail. It apparently does not even matter that he received oral sex from the child in the girls' bathroom at the school. Does this make you feel like your children are safe at school? Proving cops are above the law, Jacob Ryan Delgadillo, 30, made a deal that lets him walk free, with only 5 years probation, and no conviction on his record. The child molester will also not be required to register as a sex offender, even though he obviously is a sex offender. As long as he does not get caught violating his probation, there will be no conviction on his record. If he is caught violating the terms of his probation within the 5-year period, his deal would be gone and he could face the maximum penalty of 20 years in prison, reported Cron. The 2 counts of indecency with a child were dismissed as part of the plea. The charge of improper relationship with a student is from when Delgadillo put the girl's hand on his genitals. A teacher caught Delgadillo looking for the girl through a classroom window and blowing kisses at her. The girl told a teacher that she had performed oral sex on Delgadillo in the girl's bathroom. The girl told police that Delgadillo showed her naked pictures of himself on his cell phone, and investigators did find the cell phone photos of him the girl described, including one in which he is exposing himself in his campus office and dressed in his campus uniform. The Young Turks reported on the absurdity of this case, and how it is special treatment for a cop from Texas. They also note the girl's testimony about how Delgadillo tried to get her to go to a private place on campus with him, he then out his hand on her leg and it went super inappropriate. This deal is outrageous. There is no way an actual sex offender should be able to get away like this. He basically got no punishment for what he did to that 14-year-old girl, and it will haunt her for a very long time, and will forever shape the person she will become. Article by James Carter.
Hey, Sheriff, we have a question about why your office, your intelligence division, is investigating private citizens for criminal investigation that happen to be activists that are overseeing your department. Why would you have your intelligence division investigate private citizens? We have done... Sir, we don't hate anyone. We love freedom and we love American people. And government is out of control. That's why you're seeing such a revolt nationwide. Why can't you just answer, why is Susan Edwards, your intelligence division investigating private citizens. This should not happen.
Are you here to apply for a job?
Possibly I might be applying for a job, but that's irrelevant to my question. Why would you ask that question?
Well, enjoy the fair.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Excuse you?
Excuse me, sir.
So those of you that haven't
Wow.
been on a bike before, we're
Sheriff's
just
getting a little too pushy.
is
You
the
work
hard
for
part
us, Sheriff.
in
Just
keeping
keep that in
men-
mind. At one time we respected you, but not with that type of attitude.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I found that I had to make a change this ending on my videos, letting you know about the channel and fair use laws, you know, how we can report on other people's reporting and how it's good, how it's bad, etc. But you guys can look it up yourself. It is legal. It's in there. But like I've told you before, that I've been cut off from making money on YouTube for 4 years. It's really weird, bizarre, but they cut the money off, but they said you can keep the channel, and now YouTube makes all the money. And if you get bored, plug it into Social Blade website, and you'll see that they are making a huge amount off the site. Right now it's at 63 million views, 53,000 subscribers, almost 3 million views a month. You know, trying to wake people up, and I make nothing. In fact, I got a customer that's ex-congressman. He said if I could ever find a lawyer, sue YouTube on it. But because this is nuts, 4 hours a day, and to save America. You know, but at the same time, it's worth it. Look at what our founding fathers did. They died for this country. So. But getting back to the money part, this is why I'm redoing the video. Is my dream of everyone giving $1, and it's going to be $53,000 a year, or if they did Patreon, which you know, can be monthly. That is not working. That'd be great if it did. Nothing is perfect. And I appreciate the people that do donate, you know, what they can on PayPal, and there again, I'm letting you guys know that is not much. Is, you know, monthly is, oh my god. So anyways, yes, you cannot live on it. It's very, very, very low amount. But the dollar things, I do appreciate that. But when I first said everybody give $1, that's not working. I'm just letting you guys know it's, yeah, that's that dream. Everybody gives $1. 53,000 subscribers, it's not working. So yes, if you can give more than that, I'd appreciate it. Like I said, I'm in a unique situation where, we're already debt free, and I'm not rich, but with the little business that we have, I am able to do what I am able to do 45 hours a day, letting you guys know what's going on. In 4 years, I've did the whole thing myself, 12,000 videos on there. I literally get emails where people are like, holy crap, I never knew it was this bad. And it is this bad, and it's getting worse every day because we have the internet, we have cell phones, we have cameras everywhere now, and it's just disgusting what's going on. And then, as you guys know, too, we got Trump, we got Jeff Sessions doing a war on drugs, and now he wants to go after the forfeiture laws again. It's just unfreaking real. So, if you can give more than that dream of everybody giving $1, that old video, that's not working. They're not. They're just not. So, anyways, if you can give more than that dream is not working. Hardly anybody is giving. There you go. So that's why I'm remaking the video. If you can give more than that would be great. And there again, like I said, the Patreon's there. There is some people on there that are starting to give, but there again, it's very, very low. And like I said, I don't want to get rich off of that. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing because, it's still so stinking corrupt. It's not even funny. My court case that I'm going to be paying out of my pocket myself with Charlotte County's coming up. They illegally looked me up and then posted all my information on LEOAFFAIRS website. They basically doxed me, however you want to say that. I forget what the word is, and they outed me, man. And that information on that site went out to 500 sheriffs, deputies, people that work at the jail, etc., etc., etc. So, yeah, it is very, very scary, but we're going to do a federal case, 1983 case, violating freedom of speech. We have 17 cameras in the house now. We got 2 cameras in the car. I always carry a camera plus a cell phone. A lot of people are highly recommending I get a vest now. If I could, if the wife would let me, I would run for sheriff. We are trying to push the thing nationwide right now. Where just to mix it up and to get the topics out there is register to run for sheriff, NPA, no party affiliation, as a write-in, and that is completely free, and you can participate in the elections. And there's a lot of stuff. We got a guy, James McLinnis in Pinellas County, Tampa, who almost won. He experienced the corruption himself. The story is unbelievable. Look him up. It's mind-blowing what they did. It pissed him off. He is very, very smart. He has way more money than I did. He ran for sheriff at the last 3 months last year in 2016 and almost won. He got all of the black vote. And the reason why he did that is because he ran in, I will not bust, we're in Florida, I will not bust anybody for weed anymore unless it's an ungodly huge amount, like pounds. And then he also ran in, no more victimless crimes, no more of this freaking road pirate bull crap. And then he was going to cut the budget by 30%. And when you think about that, you can. If you stop the road pirates, you can get rid of a bunch of people. Gone. So, the wife has been saying, yes, I can, yes, I can't. So I don't know. We're trying to find somebody that can do it because I am busy doing this anyways. But, so I'm making a video, like I said, that $1 a month from everybody, for 53,000 subscribers, that is not working. I'm just letting you guys know. Absolutely give way more than $1 a month. If you can, I appreciate anything. By the way, remember too, when you give that, PayPal takes like freaking 15 to 20%, so it's even worse than that. But, and there again, like I'm letting you guys know, it's way, what I get is very, very low. Appreciate it, but it is very, very low. Can't live on it. I'm just, I'm working, and that's what I'm working on. And that court case is going to cost a buttload of money. That's federal court. Just the filing fees and the depositions that we're going to be doing with this corrupt cop. So there's another reason to give. We are going to be doing a deposition with this very corrupt. He was in a drug squad. He is a bad guy. He's on steroids. We heard steroids are rampant here. That's why their attitude is so bad. And we are going to get him on video, and it will be on YouTube. So That case alone is $5,000 just to bring it to court, and that's my money out of my pocket. So there's another reason to give, and give way more than $1 if you can. So keep that in mind. This is the new video, and I see, God, I talk a lot. It's already 7 minutes, but had to make it just to let you know the $1 a month from Remedy is not working. They're not doing it. So if you can give more than that, please. So thanks. Keep it up. Share, like, subscribe, tell your friends, send me your videos on corruption, and I'll post it.